Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and Arsenal did it again, and they did it in style. It looks like definitely this is their year because all the teams that are supposed to be fighting them title-wise are literally falling apart. In fact, when we're being honest, we are analyzing this thing. Bournemouth are the closest title challenger to Arsenal than any other team you would put in terms of the teams that are actually going for this title. Because now, as you can see, I think they're only about 4 points away from Bournemouth. Yes, 7 points away from Liverpool, six points I think away from Man City. Everything looks rosy. The team just looks intact. It could have been one of their hardest game. Really, it was one of their hardest game. But one thing about Arsenal this season, they know how to get the job done. They are fighting to the very end to keep staying in the game and actually doing whatever it takes to find their victory at the end of the day. And exactly that's what they did today. Well-deserved victory. Everything that they put in line, well deserved, and it is something that we're going to be looking at, and they'll talk about and hear what they say. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think of the performance of Arsenal? Who impressed you the most? Eze in that midfield, dominating the movement of everything he was doing in the game, as well as Declan Rice being the guy who was stopping this entire Crystal Palace team from doing anything. He was moving every time whenever he had to go become the box-to-box player he was. When he had to win the duels, he was helping the team. Gabriel, who we were told was not fit. Surprise. I think we all know for a fact that Arsenal always enjoys these mind games, and that's exactly what we saw today. It will not make a difference. It's something that we are used to now these days. We see it almost all the times. They look like they're a team that are really ready for so much more. They are a threat in so many ways. They're attacking us in ways that they can help the team, and it's working so well for them. And I just have to say, I'm really, really impressed. They look like the big deal. They have the players to keep going. Today we saw Rice was on the ground. If he's not fit, he will be able. They are not worried about anything because they know that they'll always be ready to keep continuing and causing chaos. And that's exactly what they're doing in everything that they're doing. And that's one thing that matters the most. And they look like they're running away with the league title. People say that Liverpool are running away with the league title. Let's hear what they'll be saying against Arsenal, that they know challenges, because the honest of the truth, they don't look like they're going to have any challenges. So don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the Connect, go check it out. I'm going to be doing an analysis looking at the game in deeper details, the importance of Raya, how important he was in helping this team, and how Arsenal somehow, they always make sure that they do it in style every single time with set pieces. We're going to talk about it in this video. Like the video, subscribe to Connect. Let's get into this one. So, it was not an easy game today for them, really, to be honest. I think this was one day game which was demanding so much from this Arsenal squad that they had to push it to the very end. They had to put so much in the game so that they get something out of the game, because Crystal Palace, they are well known for how drilled they are. In fact, if you watch the first half, or when we are being honest, if you watch the first half, it's at some point they felt like Crystal Palace were in control. At some point they felt like they were the one who were going to run away with the game, doing some good passes. But one thing that I think Arsenal have always been good at, and they still maintain it, was to stop this Crystal Palace from having so many chances on target. And every single time when they try to be on target, they would have already done enough work that it will be an easy collection for the goalkeeper. And that's the thing that was really interesting of all the game, of all what I was seeing, that some of the passes that they were getting, it was literally just as straightforward as you can get it. It was easy for Raya to get the decision, to get the balls and control the game. Crystal Palace, at some point, I felt like they were letting themselves down. Sometimes they were over kicking the balls or under kicking the balls, something that I've never seen. Wharton, well known for this, he lost so many passes, which could have been some amazing, really, for this team. But that's the things we'll talk about looking at the game, and that's what made this whole entire thing even more interesting. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Where were you? How did you think of the game? What impressed you the most about this Arsenal team? It was Eze who got the job done, and that's what made it even more interesting. It was Eze scoring against his former team, and I thought that looked like a celebration, but it was not a celebration. So that is really interesting to see, and I was really impressed with what I saw. So we move on from that. We look at how the other game was also impressed. He played like Declan Rice in that midfield. He covered the spaces. He kept the game moving, ticking, stopping that partnership of Wharton as well as Matoma. Is it Matoma or is it Kawat? I don't know. I forgot the name of the other midfielder. He made sure that he kept everything moving, and that was even exciting to watch, and I was really impressed. When I hear your thoughts in the comment section, wherever you're watching it from, how did you think of it? On the other game, Manchester City lost to Aston Villa. I might not really have watched the game, but the truth of the matter, and which was really straightforward, was there was some good movement, there was an attack, but at the end of the day, they just could not break down this Aston Villa team. An early goal, which was scored, I think, by Cash, there was nothing else that came out of the game, and the City dropped points again in a situation when it matters. That situations could be very, very different, and that's exactly what we saw: points being dropped, and at the end of the day, it gave out exactly to the way it played out. On the other side, by the way, we had one of the best games we have ever watched in the game of the Premier League, and it was, I have to say this, it was Burnley versus Wolves, because Burnley scored one of the best goals I've ever gonna see in the Premier League. I think you should go watch it. The first goal that they scored against Wolves, it was an amazing goal. Then the second goal came in, and I'm like, okay, Burnley are running away with this. Then Wolves came back with a penalty first, then another exciting goal to make it 2-2. Then in the last minute, Burnley wanted to make it 3-2 in the final minutes of the second half to win the game. That's excitement when we talk of football. That's really, really, really excitement. On the other side, Bournemouth beat Nottingham Forest by 2. I left it 2 goals to nil. I don't know if more goals were scored, but it was 2 goals to nil. An amazing corner which was scored, and I think that's literally the goal of the season. An amazing corner which was scored, and it was really, really clear, and it made it so exciting to see how the things is gonna play out like, and we'll see how the situation plays out. So those are the games which were played. Arsenal running away with the title. They look like they are gonna be the threat to watch. They look like they're gonna be the team that is really exciting to watch this season, and I'm really excited to see where they go for. And I want to hear your thoughts in the comments, like wherever you're watching it from. What do you think is gonna be happening in the season? Like the video, subscribe to Connect. Tell me where you're watching this from. I'm gonna be watching your Classico, where it feels like Real Madrid just got a penalty, which is really questionable. Like the vid, subscribe. I'm out. Peace. Subscribe to the Connect.